going to talk about that tonight. We're going to give you a little bit more information, a lot of background on Camp LeJeune cases, and what this really means. This is really eye-opening. We had a case at our law firm, Perry & Young, 12 years ago, and a lady had fought very, very hard. We did our very best for us, but it did not have this act that came about just this fall here. And the Congress passed and the President signed, and so now we have a statute of limitations period. We have a settlement fund that is available to folks at Camp LeJeune. And my heart goes out to the lady that we tried to help 12 years ago, but state law and federal law, we could not help her. You could not sue the military if you were in the military. It's something called the Ferries Doctrine. And then also for the people involved in her family who had cancer and of course they passed away. We couldn't sue on behalf of them because it was beyond the statute of limitations, beyond the period of time that the state law requires. Now we have a federal law that's available and opens a claim period open. And Mike, when did the claim period open up?
The claim period opened up August 10th of this year. That's when the bill was signed into law by the President. And that's significant because we need to get individuals that this may apply to come down to our law firm or to some attorney somewhere to assist them within the next 2 years, or they won't have an opportunity to take advantage of the funds available.
Now, for those of you who've watched the show, we talk about time limits and time periods and statutes of limitations and what that means. And so typically in the state of North Carolina, it was just a general 2-year statute of limitations. So in the past case that we had, the court was going to look at it and say, hey, look, we're beyond that 2-year period of exposure, and again, there's a latency period to have that to extend it to 4 years in North Carolina. And now we've got a brand new statute of limitations period, and it started August of this year, and so we have 2 years until August 2024 to present the claims. But a lot of folks have died off. I mean, I was looking at the numbers here. You had to have been at Camp LeJeune. Now, we're going to talk about what that means to be at Camp LeJeune in just a moment. Let's hold that thought for just a moment. During the 1950s up through 1987. So from August 1953 to December 1987. That means that people who have claims are in a time frame period of about 55 years old to 95 years old.
That's right.
So we now know that you've got this situation where, oh my gosh, 55 to 95, and how many people have passed away in the interim? Their beneficiaries have claims and the like. Let's put that slide back up just real quick that we had up there just for a moment. Let's put that up there and give everybody what that means. You had to have lived or worked at Camp LeJeune. Doesn't mean you had to be a member of the Marine Corps, does it?
No, it doesn't. That goes for employees, family members, guests that spent 30 days on Camp LeJeune, as long as they can link and prove that they were there during that time frame.
And 30 days didn't have to be continuous either.
No, it's not.
Okay. So if you were TDY, and so that's a temporary duty station in the military, if you were TDY there on different occasions, and you had that, and you have one of these, I mean, the list that we have that's covered in the Act, I mean, folks, it goes on one page here, goes on over to the other page, the different types of cancers that may be there, birth defects, other serious issues that are going on there.